And speaking of winter and warmth, what better than a delicious butternut soup? But we're not just going to make any butternut soup. How does a butternut soup with some blue cheese and bacon bits sound? To me, it sounds delicious. And the man to help us make this is none other than Chad January. You've seen him on your screens before. He is co-host and food stylist at Yummy on S3 that you can catch every Tuesday at 4:30. And what you don't know is he used to be the food stylist on Espresso.
That's right.
Yes.
Probably like 4 years ago or so.
Yeah, and I remember when I was a guest on Yummy, there was like, you know, the chef in the cupboard. And,
yes.
But you were just telling me now you were still behind the scenes there.
I was behind the scenes then, and then there were dates that got confused, and one day they were just like, we need you in the cupboard, and that's kind of where it all started.
And that's how you need to do it. You need to take those opportunities and shine. Now, Chad,
Exactly.
You're here to fill my belly with a nice butternut soup.
Yes.
So how are we going to get started?
Okay, so we're going to jump in. So let's do the toast first, Zoe. So for the blue cheese toast, you're literally going to take some softened butter.
Okay.
You've got some bacon bits, some blue cheese, and some grated garlic. So you're literally just going to make a paste for that.
Okay.
And once it's nice and pasty, you just spread it onto like thick slice of ciabatta. That's perfect. Pop it in the oven, grill 200, like 5 minutes till they're nice and golden, and that's that.
Ooh, and that's going to be nice. So this is where our blue cheese and bacon bits come in. So it doesn't actually go into the soup.
No, no, no. It's just for serving. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight into the butternut, right? Okay. So I'm just always there for the cheat. So pre-cut butternut's perfect.
Listen, I'm here for cheating in the kitchen.
Always here for cheating in the kitchen, Zoe.
Only in the kitchen.
Literally just some salt and pepper, some olive oil, right? And then the spices that I'm using is I'm going with some smoked paprika.
Ooh, that's
which
good.
Is very nice. If you can't find smoked paprika, just regular will do. I'm gonna pop that in, some brown sugar so that it can caramelize quite nicely, because you want that little caramelization happening, and some cumin. You're gonna pop that in, give it a nice little shake around, and you're gonna nestle in our garlic cloves and some fresh sage.
Oh, that smells amazing.
Now, if you don't have sage, you can use thyme or some parsley, whatever you prefer. And then that just goes into the oven.
Okay.
And it'll turn out looking as beautiful as that.
Here we go. So you obviously want your butternut to cool down at this stage?
And we want to get all those little caramelized bits, we want to get that off, right?
Okay.
So then, Zoe, we're going to start on the actual base for the soup, because we've got our butternut in the oven. So I've got in some leeks that we've just fried off in a little bit of butter over there. And then all we're going to do is we're going to add in our onions, Zoe.
Yeah, boy. That's good. And this is the base to most soups.
Exactly. So you're normally going to start off with some onions. You're going to start off with some leeks. Some carrots work quite nicely as well. You could go for an Asian vibe and do some spring onion if you like.
Okay.
So that's just going to go quite nicely. Let that go a bit.
I love how easy it is. So I'm a cheater. Like, I mean, you buy your already chopped butternut, but I go to Woolies and I just buy the soups that's already made.
Okay, so we're not going to cheat that far here.
But now I know how to add the bacon and the blue cheese.
Exactly, and the bacon and the blue cheese you can actually add straight into your soup as well if you like. And normally what I like to do is like to garnish like little thick rashers of your bacon on top, crumble your blue cheese over.
And it needs to be the crispy bacon. Okay, you're making me very hungry right now.
Okay, so Zoe, I've got the leeks and the onions going nicely, and then we're going to pop in our butternut. Now, when you do this, make sure you get all those beautiful caramelized bits, because that's got all the flavor.
That's got the flavor.
Exactly.
And don't worry, we'll get it smooth just now.
It'll be smooth in a second. So we're going to pop that in, right? So luckily, because the butternut's already cooked, this doesn't have to go for very long.
Okay.
Right?
You also don't want to overcook it.
Exactly. And also, we don't want to stand at the stove for too long. Yeah. So we're going to go in with our stock. I'm just using regular vegetable stock, and then that you will allow to simmer for at least about 10 minutes or so, right?
Okay.
Add our stock in, and then once that's going nicely, we're going to go in with our coconut cream.
Ooh.
So you can use just regular cream if you want. I like the coconut cream, especially if you're following a non-dairy diet. It's perfect for that, right?
Yes. Now, be honest with me. How are the cooking skills of those kids on the show? Because I'm always so impressed.
I must tell you that these kids are phenomenal. Like, it is, just because I do it for a living, it comes so naturally for me. So to see it in someone so young and of such a young age, it's just, yeah, it's amazing to see. And let me tell you something. They know way more than you expect them to, okay?
And I mean, what ages are the kids on Yummy?
So they are from about 7 to about 14, and there are 2 teams of 2, so we always pair them up quite nicely. But I swear to you, I once had a 7-year-old on the show, and she was literally about yay high. Okay, we had to put a little plank at the bottom so she could actually reach the stove, but she was up there flambeing prawns.
What?
At that age.
At the age of 7,
At
that is
that
insane.
age.
Okay, well listen, that soup looks amazing. Now how do we get it smooth?
So exactly, all we're gonna do, let that go for a bit, we'll blend it up, and then, Zoe,
Oh,
it
this is our
looks
breakfast.
as amazing as this. Blend it up, serve it with your amazing toasts, drizzle a little bit of burnt butter over there, sprinkle of chili flakes, and sage, and there you have it.
There we
Done.
have it. Well, we do have this recipe available for you. Chad, thank you so much for showing us how to make a delicious butternut with blue cheese and bacon bits. That recipe is available on our website, expressoshow.com. While we hunt for some cutlery, I want to say this is breakfast for us, right?
Yes, indeed.
Chad's not going anywhere, so stick around to your Feel Good Breakfast show.